Hey guys, aka James762. This video is a follow-up video to one that I made, probably over 3 years ago. I was asking people if they had any information on this firearm when I purchased it. This is an SAS-12. It's a Chinese-made detachable box magazine, semi-automatic 12-gauge shotgun. This particular one, I don't think the year is on here. I think I did some research on this, and it was manufactured in the late 80s or early 90s. And this particular model of shotgun was banned under Clinton's assault weapon ban, Bill Clinton's assault weapon ban. I couldn't find any information on it, and one of my viewers back then sent me an owner's manual with disassembly instructions, and it was kind of hard to read. It looked like it was photocopied on a really crappy copier. But I kind of pieced together and did some things that I already knew how to disassemble when it came to shotguns. So this is going to be just a real quick, short field strip for cleaning. I'm not going to do a detailed disassembly. Basically, it's safety checked. It is empty. So after I remove the magazine, this is the difficult part that I had a problem with, so I'm going to do this first. Charging handle. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to get the bolt out of the receiver once I got the barrel and everything off. And in the instructions, it kind of basically mentioned in passing to pull the charging handle out. So I was looking at it and I'm like, pull it out? How the hell do you do that? And there was no instructions. So then one of my viewers said it's held in by like a ball detent, like a ball bearing on a spring. And he said just pull it right out. So I'm yanking on it. This thing is not going anywhere. So after about 10 minutes or so of yanking on the damn thing, I got fed up with it and I just set it down. Wiped the oil off my hands. And I'm like, I'll give it one last shot. I just grabbed it and ripped it right out. So take that out first. Do not lose it. Next, just like your traditional shotguns, you're going to unscrew this cap. This would normally be the magazine tube, but since this is magazine fed through a detachable box magazine, this isn't the magazine tube. So you're going to unscrew this. It's going to click. You want to take this all the way off, this little nut. Okay, then you're going to slide the plastic forend off, and pretty much just like that, everything's going to come with it. But what you want to try to do is get this forend off here. There we go. Just like that. Careful with the spring tension. There's your plastic forend. And we've got barrel, and you got this little piece in here. And we've got all your assembly here. Spring, guide rod. That's going to stay there. I'm not going to take that off. And now your bolt. All the fun stuff in the bolt will come right apart now. I'm going to be very careful with this. So that's all pretty filthy. That needs to be cleaned. There's your firing pin. Runs right down the middle. So you're going to put that back together. This, you clean it, get it looking nice, and then now is time for reassembly. Let me wipe some of this crap off here first. Probably got the original Chinese factory oil on it. Put that back together. Get your spring back on there. Looks like guide rod. fits right in there, just like that, in that little channel on the side of the bolt. And then fits over the threaded rod over the spring. Alright, come on. Do 75 different things at once. Get this sucker back together. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this back in there. Shove that back down in there like so. Then what I'm going to do is take the charging handle, shove that back down in there. That way it keeps everything from flying apart again. And I can see why it was difficult for me to get that little charging handle out of there when I had the barrel off, because it's all on spring tension pulling away. So you're obviously not going to be able to pull that out of there without everything flying across the room. So when you go to disassemble this firearm, pull your charging handle out first. That way nothing is under, real tight spring tension. And when you take your little nut off the end of it and you pull it apart, it'll all come apart for you pretty easily. Okay, so now we got the bolt, the guide rod, and the spring back in there. We got the charging handle back in the bolt. So now we're going to go for the barrel. Put the barrel back on. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, after the barrel, we're going to put the handguard back on. This should just slide right on there pretty easily. Might have to kind of push up a little bit on it. And there's a little threaded nub sticking out. And you just tighten your nut back on there. And I just hand tighten it until it stops wanting to tighten anymore. I rarely, if ever, use tools on my firearms. Just so you know. And there you have it. That's your field strip for cleaning and reassembly for the SAS-12 semi-auto shotgun. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.